Finally tonight, honoring a senior year cut short because of COVID-19 with schools shut down and graduations canceled. One Virginia photographer took it upon himself to honor the class of 2020. ABC's David Wright has this story.
Senior photos of a senior year cut short. Yorktown High School class of 2020. Home, dreaming about the championship games, the recitals, and the prom that never happened.
I mean, I'm looking at the pictures right now. There's a kid here with his telescopes, amateur astronomer, clearly.
That kid, Jonathan, he built the bigger telescope, the larger barrel telescope on the left of that picture. And then he sent me pictures of Saturn with the rings, and I was just blown away.
Photographer Matt Mendelsohn lives in Arlington. His daughter is a junior at Yorktown.
I have a connection to the school, and I thought, this is my neighborhood, and it's my high school, and my daughter will be a senior next year. And so, I just showed up.
He's been a photographer for 35 years, a former photojournalist for USA Today, moonlighting during the quarantine, taking the portraits of the class of 2020.
This is not, 6 lights and soft boxes. This is the opposite. I drive up to somebody's house, I honk the horn, senior comes out, they're by the garage, I'm by the sidewalk. Safety is the overriding, concern, not great portraiture.
There's a bit more Annie Leibovitz to these photographs than the typical high school graduation picture, right?
No, there's a degree of whimsy, I think. I'm trying to be creative and clever within the constraints of being safe.
The things they carry say a lot about their passions. A ball glove, a Bible, some Beatles albums.
I'm glad the kids still know who the Beatles are.
Right, with his records. Just like I was a Beatles fan,
There's a girl here who looks like she's looking forward to a backpack trip.
Right, and that's Jenna.
I don't forget to go.
Amazing that you just have to describe these, and I know exactly who you're talking about. Jenna is all about hiking. To this shoot, she ran into her house, and she said, I have to show you something. And she came running back out with a portrait of her mom that I had shot in 2006. I had long forgotten it, but she was...
Wow!
She was 3 years old, and she was on her mother's back.
Tell me about this. There looks like a young man who's already running for president.
That is Peter, and Peter is a remarkable young man. He wants to be the first congressperson with cerebral palsy, and every student reveres Peter. He's really brilliant, and everyone said, have you shot Peter yet? Have you photographed Peter yet? And I was like, who is this Peter kid? And he really is a remarkable young man.
There are 500 seniors in the graduating class. Mendelsohn hopes to capture all of them, quirks and all.
These are whimsical photographs, but maybe it's that backdrop, maybe it's the fact that most of these kids are not smiling, but part of it makes me think a little bit of that Dorothea Lange picture from the Dust Bowl, of the woman against the canvas.
Right.
Is this a chronicle of hardship and difficulty, or a celebration of these kids, or maybe both?
It's definitely evolved in my mind. It started out as a chronicle of loss, okay? A loss, and more than just loss of prom. We're talking loss of the baseball season, loss of the senior year, loss of, your friends. It has evolved into, in my eyes, sort of a chronicle of a class. Years from now, somebody could open this time capsule the way we look at a Ken Burns documentary and say, wow, this is a cross-section of the class of 2020.
Kids who lost their senior spring, but their dreams are still intact, burning that much brighter because of this sudden setback we all share. Their disappointments unique to them, but their experience universal, a legacy they'll carry with them for life. David Wright, ABC News, New York.
So many people lending their generosity and their talents at this time.